It has been repeatedly stated on this channel that modern West Africans do not primarily descend from ancient West Africans. During the Ogolian hyper-arid 20,000 to 12,000 years ago, the majority of West Africa was uninhabited due to harsh environmental conditions, unsuitable for life. Prior to this period, Archaic Humans, who are a totally different species from Homo Sapien Sapiens, dominated West Africa. That's right, West Africa, as late as the terminal Pleistocene, was dominated by a completely different species of hominid. In ancient DNA studies, their genes called ghost archaic DNA. What's more interesting is that modern West Africans do not primarily descend from these archaic humans, and also do not even primarily descend from ghost modern humans who represent the first Homo Sapien Sapiens in Africa. These were quartz, using microlithic people who are derived from the Shum Laka culture. They were the developers of the Tichit culture, Kintampo culture, and Punpun culture, some of them mixed with the Archaic humans already existing in ancient West Africa and produced mixed populations like Iwo Eleru. We have discussed these populations in previous videos. Most modern West Africans have numerous specific names to define them. Here we will delve deeper into the facts about the archaic humans of West Africa. As late as 22,000 BCE, they were the sole inhabitants of West Africa. Though modern West Africans are a completely different species than these ancient West Africans, some of these archaic genes were passed down. Recent studies have shown that, though modern West Africans do not have Neanderthal or Denisovan ancestry, there may have been introgression by other ancient hominids in their past. In a new study, University of California, Los Angeles researchers Arun Durvasula and Sriram Sankararaman compared Neanderthal and Denisovan DNA with genomes of 405 individuals from West Africa. The scientists focused on 4 contemporary West African populations: Yoruba from Ibadan, Esan from Nigeria, Mende from Sierra Leone, and Gambian. They found differences that could be best explained by introgression by an unknown archaic hominin whose ancestors split off from the human family tree before Neanderthals. The data suggests this introgression may have happened relatively recently, or it may have involved multiple populations of archaic human, hinting at complex and long-lived interactions between anatomically modern humans and various populations of archaic hominins. Combining our results across the West African populations, we estimate that the archaic population split from the ancestor of Neanderthals and modern humans 360,000 years to 1.02 million years ago, and subsequently introgressed into the ancestors of present-day Africans 124,000 years ago, contributing 2 to 19% of their ancestry, the author said. Dr. Durvasula and Dr. Sankararaman also examined the frequencies of archaic DNA segments to investigate whether natural selection could have shaped the distribution of archaic genetic variants. We found 33 loci with an archaic segment frequency of over 50% in Yoruba and 37 loci in Mende, they said. Some of these genes are at high frequency, including NF1, a tumor suppressor gene, MTFR2, a gene involved with mitochondrial aerobic respiration in the testis, HSD17B2, a gene involved with hormone regulation, KCNIP4, a gene involved with potassium channels, and TRPS1, a gene associated with trichorhenophalangeal syndrome. 3 of these genes have been found in previous scans for positive selection in Yoruba, NF1, KCNIP4, and TRPS1. On the other hand, we do not find elevated frequencies at MU7, a gene previously found to harbor signatures of archaic introgression. The team calls for more analysis of modern and ancient African genomes to reveal the nature of this complex history. The signals of introgression in the West African populations that we have analyzed raise questions regarding the identity of the archaic hominin and its interactions with the modern human populations in Africa, the researchers said. A detailed understanding of archaic introgression and its role in adapting to diverse environmental conditions will require analysis of genomes from extant and ancient genomes across the geographic range of Africa. Though some individuals with racist agendas have tried to use this data to denigrate Africans in general and West Africans in particular, ancient DNA analysis by Marc Lipson et al. Shows that modern West Africans derive only 2% of their ancestry from Archaic humans, 10% from the first Homo Sapien Sapiens in Afrika, and the other 88% from a Hapi River Valley continuum closely related to East Africans and the pharaonic civilization. The population dynamics of Africa are very fascinating and will lead to many intriguing discoveries as the years go on.